with recovery coaching and being in addiction is because I came, see, I had different vision of family and stuff. I grew up in India. Culturally, we were very different. So when I got married to my husband, I never knew what addiction was. I didn't even know he had a problem in the first place. He was in recovery. But unfortunately, I didn't understand what is the issues with recovery. What is the issue? Because being in a structured environment was very important to him, and I didn't understand it. See, at that point, I was ignorant.
Right.
So for him, meeting and his structure was very important. And for that, he had to control his environment. For me, that concept was very new. I didn't understand. So I thought he was being very difficult. And I didn't understand the same way he understood certain higher disciplines. So, like for me, the important issue was flexibility and ability to work together. And I brought the money home, so I assumed he would take care of the family. But he says, just because you bring the family home, I owe nothing back to you. That's the way I understand it because he says he doesn't want to be obligated into a relationship. He would help if he wants to, but he doesn't pay for it. He says, I got married to you to live my lifestyle, not your lifestyle. So it was all crazy. At that point in my life, it was very, very crazy. And he would every day morning has to go to AA meeting because he was in an early sobriety period. And my eldest one, when he was born, he will bring him 5:30 in the morning to the AA meeting, and they'll pass around the baby when he's talking with a bottle, And one night, when I came home, I was in my surgical internship, and the baby was not home. And I'm asking, where is he? He's in a meeting. The baby is sitting in with everybody smoking, in the car seat, and it just hurt me. And so I decided I cannot do the internship. So I actually dropped out of my 2 year medical school internship, and I went to a fellowship. The only reason is with fellowship, it was a computer fellowship. It allowed me to drop my kids in the daycare and pick them up. To be a mother, I had to stop studying.
Yeah.
And the weird part is the insurance company don't think of it as a reason to contract. So they don't contract with me. So right now they booted me out because they feel I'm not a certified addiction specialist. But I am. I am way beyond what they think is normal to contract. So now I'm writing to DPH because the weird part is, right, they make me accountable for my children. Otherwise, I would be losing custody of them. My husband makes me accountable for sobriety. He says if I fail, he's going to use again. Okay, so I have the responsibility to make sure this guy is safe. And then I need to bring money. He says if you don't bring money, I'm going to throw you out because he says you are not useful to me if you don't bring money. This is the early part of our marriage.
Oh, I was going to say, I hope his.
No. But these are, see, that the problem is, right, he comes with a very different fear.
Right.
Because I asked him, why are you talking like this? He says to me, his previous wife, this is his second marriage, put a restraining order on him. So he had this huge fear that he'll lose. So he wants to be the first one to do the restraining order. He called the police on me one day. And I actually was pregnant with my third one, and I was sitting homeless. I was homeless one night, even though I'm making the money, I'm bringing the money in, I pay the mortgage. I was sitting in the police station. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
That's when I realized I really need to be a smart worker, not a hard worker. So I became a smart recovery coach, actually, as a self-management recovery training. And then I became a recovery coach. I'm a certified addiction specialist. I'm a SAP, substance abuse professional, which Department of Transportation uses to get people back into recovery. So my whole thing became geared towards recovery, but insurance doesn't recognize it. So Dr. Doe, he said, "Oh, you are not qualified." I'm saying, you know what, Dr. Doe, because of you, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to get my contract with the insurance company because what he's assuming is I didn't finish my college. But when you have recovery coaching, because you are a doctor already, you're considered master's level. I can be a counselor, a behavior counselor, and go beyond.
Yeah.
and I can set my own schedules. I can set my own program. And most of the behavioral health organizations run by behavioral health personnel, not the doctors. That's why, like in most of the mental health facilities, the director will be a counselor, not a doctor, because they understand the counseling teams. And
Yeah.
my first patient was my husband. I took him as my husband, my patient. One-to-one counseling I did, one-to-one recovery coaching, and here we have the best marriage in the world.
That's awesome.
Because I wrote
Yes.
that book, Boring Way to Be Happy with the Dysfunction Family.
Yeah.
I went to the custodial court and I said, what is this a custodial parent, my relationship in this family? They said to put equal responsibility. So Monday, Tuesday, he's responsible.
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, my responsibility with kids. Every other weekend, I'm responsible. Inside marriage, we are contracted to work to raise our family. That's the way I run my family.
Wow.
So today he has to be home, but this weekend, we'll work together. But 2 days he's off, so he went to Cape because he really needs this alone space. Monday, Tuesday, I do my spiritual work. I go do
Yeah.
meditation stuff. It works great once you understand and work with the system,
Right.
but not to be resentful. That's the space I
That's
hold.
what it is. That's what it is. Have a great day.
You too.
Have a great
It's a
weekend.
pleasure. Yeah.
I'll talk to you soon.
See you.